Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Monday Morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the uptrend.com. Well, there's a cold chill in the air this morning, and stock index futures and Bitcoin are currently trading lower. Now, Bitcoin broke the $100,000 level over the weekend. It's currently trading around $95,000 in the pre market on Monday morning. Now, auto stocks are being hit hard this morning. So, Ford's coming in to Monday on a buy signal, General Motors already on a sell signal. Stellantis traded down to the lower channel line on Friday, closed right on it, and we would expect Stellantis to be sharply lower on Monday. Tesla already on a sell signal is down about $13 in the pre-market, and then we've got Magna rolling over on Friday, coming into Monday on a new daily sell signal. Now, last Monday at this time, the Nasdaq was down 1,000 points in the pre-market. This morning, it's down 300. So we are certainly not getting the aggressive selling that we saw last Monday morning, which the market recovered fairly quickly throughout the day. So maybe that'll happen on Monday. We'll just have to wait and see. Remember, no matter what happens at the open, we are looking for closing prices as a catalyst to take action, not opening prices. Now, we did see the VIX pop last week, and it didn't really recover as much as you would think it would. But here we are coming into Monday's trading action. Now, the US dollar index moved up on Friday. It's moving up again this morning. That's not good for stocks. Of course, the US dollar index is moving up against all the other currencies. The 30-year bond was down on Friday. 30-year bond yields were up slightly. That's unwinding this morning. We do have the TLT trading up as much as it lost on Friday. So money coming back into the bond market on Monday. Looking at the Dow, you can see the reversal that we had on Friday. We're going to continue that on Monday morning. Where we're trading at right now is not enough to give us a sell signal. That's also true for the S&P 500. There's the equal-weighted S&P 500 that could end the day on a sell signal. The NASDAQ is already on a sell signal, and we are trading below the lower channel line right now. There's the equal-weighted NASDAQ doing much better last week and is still on a buy signal. And we've got the next generation NASDAQ still on a buy signal. That could change on Monday. Certainly expecting to see a new sell signal for the Russell 2000 for small caps and micro caps on Monday. Now, what worked on Friday? There was only two areas of the U.S. market that held up on Friday: communication services and consumer discretionary. When we look at the major sectors of the market, it's really financials and healthcare that are doing well at the moment, with technology and energy being sold off. So here we are coming into Monday's trading action. The financials up at a new high on Thursday, inside day on Friday. We saw a pullback for healthcare stocks after making a new high on Friday. Expecting all of these to trade lower on Monday. There's utilities still on a sell signal, no change there. And then, of course, we saw energy stocks sell off sharply on Friday. The price of crude oil and natural gas are both up in the pre-market. And last time I checked, this particular ETF was up 4 cents. So not a major recovery on Monday morning. Now, technology stocks got whacked last week. They had a big down day on Monday and tried to recover throughout the week. But there we are still closing below the lower channel line. So that's not a good sign. Now, one of the reasons technology stocks recovered last week was Apple was up sharply throughout the week, and big up day on Friday, but of course it reversed going into the close. And so if you had an order in there up at 240, that got filled. Your order up at 250 certainly didn't get filled on Friday, and here we are coming down to the 234.38 level. And as you can see, you can look down two lines. That's our playing field on Monday. NVIDIA, of course, collapsed last Monday, did not really recover throughout the week. We're trying to hold the 118.75 level. We're down in the pre-market this morning, but it doesn't look like we're making new lows right now. And our next target to the downside for NVIDIA is 112.50. Now, moving on to the Canadian market, we made new all-time highs last week. We certainly didn't have to deal with the chip sector volatility that the U.S. market had to deal with last Monday and then throughout the week. So looking at the iShares for the TSX 60, we did start to pop out above 39.06 on Thursday, then reversed on Friday, and we're trading lower in the pre-market this morning. There's the Vanguard Canada ETF, and we were trying to get to 53.13, did not get to it on Thursday or Friday. The high on Friday was 53.07. So if you had an order in up there at $53, it certainly got filled on Thursday and on Friday. Then looking at what worked on Friday, it was just the utility sector. Everything else was down on the day, being led lower by the energy sector. When we look at the individual sectors, it's information technology that's the big winner right now, followed by gold and materials. And then what's not working, healthcare and energy. Healthcare, not really a significant sector. There's Infotech making a new high on Friday before reversing. A new high for the gold sector on Friday. Gold is down slightly in the pre-market on Monday morning. Materials moved lower on Friday after making a new high. Then looking at the financials, they're still holding up fairly well. We're expecting selling in all of these on Monday. Some of them are going to get damaged more than others. There's the industrials coming off a new high on Thursday. And then looking at the telecom sector, it's still in the doghouse. It's been on a buy signal for a few days now, but not really going anywhere. I'd get more excited, of course, if we started breaking out above the high from early January. That would be the first sign that we were putting in a higher high. And of course, this looks pretty bullish, but it looks like it's probably going to break down on Monday. Then looking at consumer discretionary, big down day on Friday. And we ended the day just trading just below the lower channel line. So that is back on a sell signal as of Friday's close. Energy stocks have been on a sell signal for a while now. They are trading slightly lower in New York as I look, but not by much. So we do have crude oil and natural gas moving up sharply in the pre-market on Monday morning. And then there's healthcare, and there's only 4 stocks in the healthcare sector, so not really much to watch. Let's finish off this morning's presentation looking at the world of commodities. And we do have crude oil trading higher this morning. It's up into the channel, not enough to give us a buy signal just yet. We also have gasoline prices moving higher and natural gas on Monday morning. Now, copper traded down on Friday, sitting right on the lower channel line. It is down just 4 cents in the pre-market on Monday morning. Nobody wants copper miners right now. Gold hit a new high on Friday. The GLD started to dance above our current price target. The price of gold itself ran up to our next price target and is pulling back slightly on Monday morning. No major sell-off in gold. Gold stocks had an inside day on Friday in the GDX, a little more of a pullback for the junior gold miners. It'll be interesting to see how the market treats the gold mining sector on Monday. Silver made a new high for this move on Friday. Silver miners had a pullback, both the big caps and the small caps, so no change in trend there. Then looking at palladium, it moved up on Friday, as did the price of platinum. Okay, folks, that's all for this morning's presentation. Yes, stock index futures are down across the board. Certainly nothing like we saw last Monday. Dow futures currently down 600, NASDAQ futures down 400. So I don't see any circuit breakers going off at the open on Monday morning, but we do expect selling. There could be news come out during the day that could turn things around, but so far what it looks like is we are going to see some selling on Monday. And of course, I don't care how the market opens. I only care about how it closes. Enjoy the rest of your day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Tuesday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.